Okay, hi guys. Now many of you know that I have a DJI avata, like a FPV drone. But in this video I got the RC controller, which you can basically do manual flights. Now before, if you have a DJI avata, you need to upgrade the firmware in a way that in otherwise, so that you can use the fully automated mode. So then I decided, since I was using the motion sticks, uh, maybe one day I would want to do fully manual flight. I don't consider full manual mode on the drones to be full manual modes, but there is some adjustments that the drone does. But anyways, it most likely is more manual than anything else that you can have. So so I thought, well, I've played earlier in my life flight simulators like Microsoft Flight Simulator and stuff like that, and I thought, well, how different could it be? How difficult could it be? And it turns out it's actually pretty difficult. So for you to understand what is a manual mode and why you need a simulator to play this, is because your left axis is basically rotate left in a strange way. It doesn't rotate straight left. It's because you have a angle. The camera has an angle of 27 degrees right now. On the left screen, you can see 27 degrees. So so that was challenging. And next thing is that you need to constantly adjust the throttle you're using. For example, I put it to maximum right now. It flies really straight up. I put it at 0. It falls down because the engines are stopping. So basically, what happens? The left axis up and down indicates how much throttle you want to put it. At the beginning I thought if I push it upwards it flies forwards, if I push it downwards it flies backwards and stuff like that. It's not in this case. So the challenging part is figuring out how much acceleration you need at every given moment, so stuff like this doesn't happen. Oh, it's too much. Oh, it's too much again. You need to calibrate a lot. In other words, so when you want to fly, like, I'm not a professional, maybe I've spent maybe 15 hours right now on this simulator. You need to fly it sensitive over the trees, for example, or through narrow gates. You need to find that and calibrate your own senses, how strong, for example, I'll try to fly beneath these. So you need to be really sensitive on the throttle thing. And it takes a lot of while for your body to calibrate this. So yeah, that's the first thing. The next thing, the right axis, what it does is actually it spins your drone left or right, like the same like in Counter-Strike. You move, it's like the W. It's not the W. You can say it's the W, A, D, and S buttons, but in combination with the left rotation, it's really challenging, especially when you have more degrees. Your camera has more degrees, let's say 40, and then it gets really challenging to understand what you need to do to fly where you want to fly. Because if I turn left, it does some kind of a strange movement which I don't understand. So you need to also, when you turn left, you need both axes to be turning left, in other words, to make it a smooth turn. So it's always like an adjustment of both the axes. So it's really difficult, and that's why you need simulators. So you need simulators because it's not that you can get a fully manual drone and I'll just start flying. It definitely will crash many times, like guarantee. Even if you try to fly as safe as possible, you will crash by landing. Even I don't know actually how to land. I never tried landing actually. Let's try to land. Yeah, you will have a crash more or less like a crash landing in all cases. So it's not like DJI avata which has the blade protectors on it. It's like a nearly crash safe drone, so to speak, compared to others. But it will definitely, with full manual mode, you will definitely crash it if you don't have enough training. So that's the issue with full manual modes. Now about this software, Trypo or Trypo Flight or something. Actually, I never understood the logo. But anyways, what it is, it's a cinematic FPV drone made on Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine has really nice quality, and Unreal Engine is free for everybody to use and make some games. So it's a free engine, and that looks good, and it's looking even better always and all for every next release. So in terms of quality, this is pretty good. I'm using a GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, and only at some points I can sense some frame drops, but it doesn't play any strong effect. So in terms of graphic and quality, this looks pretty nice. Um, Sometimes I fly and I love to see what I see. So in terms of physics and everything, this is pretty joyful to play, because the quality is really nice, and I like it very much. So in terms of physics, compared to DJI Avata, because I cannot compare with any other drone, with FPV drones. For example, if I crash this, DJI Avata will not do it, will not react to this in this way. So I don't think that's a bad issue with this, because the point is you need to learn to fly without crashes, so it doesn't actually matter how the crashes play out in the simulator. In other words, it would be, for a simulator and learning speed, it would be more beneficial if it crashes and basically nothing happens, just give you an indication, hey, you crashed, so you can continue flying, not rolling around in the ground. Yeah, so the next thing is, when I flew DJI Avata in full manual mode, it's affected by the wind actually. Here I don't feel any wind effectness, so it doesn't give you like a real life scenario environment, because you cannot choose the wind strength and everything, and that's the first thing. And in fact, I don't actually fly DJI Avata at strong winds, but there was a low wind and I still felt it really nicely. And the thing is, why should I worry about wind effects, is because sometimes I fly, for example, you fly like this, yeah, you fly, and then you somehow start flying backwards or sideways, and you can hit some wires or trees or something. But the thing is, with DJI Avata, if the wind affects you, and it can cause you to maybe hit some walls or trees somewhere, I don't know where, the wind. So wind is not kept in mind here. As you can see, the smokes, I don't see it. Oh no, you see them. They are flying straight upwards, so no wind there. So the next thing is, DJI Avata, to me, compared to the simulator, was like a heavy rock in the sky. For example, I flew really up and I pitched down, and it slowly, a little bit faster, a little bit more faster, and then instantly brakes. I cannot show you how it would be with DJI Avata. With DJI Avata, with like a real case scenario, it looked maybe more like this. You accelerate down, it flies really strongly down, it still flies slow. And you start throttling, bam, you hit the ground. So it has like a larger weight inerts, I don't know how to call it in English, but it has like a larger, you can feel that in real life the drone is much more heavier, and it keeps on flying the direction it was previously flying to. So it means that you have a much wider, and you need to have much more spares that you want to do. For example, the loop, be more prepared that the drone will fly maybe more closer to the ground or more wider to the sides because of the wind. So anyways, yeah, and the next, what I think is most important about, it's not that actually it gives you like 100% real physics such games, because it's really actually difficult to find the controls, to calibrate to the controls what and each axis is doing. And when you have it, then you can practice on real life. Or even if you are practicing on real life and you want the simulator to be exact, you can adjust the controls to your needs, and maybe choose a drone or download a drone for a game that suits your needs. Let's say which maybe matches more closely real life scenario, exactly your drone, to maybe have the most beneficial results, or best results in your opinion. I mean, not like in my opinion, in your case, I would say. So let's look what for learning. What does this game has that I really like for fast learning is, so it's Trypo simulator, Trypo flight simulator. It's just the first game I downloaded. So the thing which I like is the Tryp race modes. You can select a track, and let's choose something I never flew in before. This one. And let's go race. And by the way, this is a DJI RC controller. It was instantly connected to the simulator, but I needed to calibrate something. But the calibration was easy. Like, just start calibrating. Left axis left, right axis right. Okay, you're good to go. So this is the race mode, where you basically there you have a track which you need to fill in a given time. But what this does is that it makes you want to enter those small gates, like these orange gates, without hitting, and then you actually really start really to learn, because when flying high sky, you don't actually pay those attention to those small gates, and then you don't actually learn the sensitivity to those controls. But here your body and brain is like constantly, okay, let's put out the maximum, okay, let's try this, how to pass this one without crushing, okay, I missed this one. And this is when you actually start to I entered that gate, but it doesn't count actually. This is when you actually start learning. You're like, okay, how can I enter this one? The drone is flying left, but I'm not aiming to go left. Okay, now I turn. Okay, now let go of the throttle. Oops, too late. Let's try it one more again. So you're constantly, because I'm not a professional, you're constantly learning. Flying down. I guess it's because of the mountain. I see that feels that I'm falling down. Again. And even if you crash in a high mountain with a drone, keep in mind how many hours you will need to go searching for the drone. Like a lot. I think the eyes are tricked because the mountain is angled, and you click the R button and you try one more game. You have now your drone, which with the previous flight will be flying with you, because I'm flying faster. You don't see him now, and there was a free fall, and then you can race yourself. Hope they will have like 10 more drones. Okay, hit the rock. That's specially made there, so you can hit the rock actually. So you have a little. Here is also you have a little obstacle in front of you. But anyways, yeah, it's not only that you like to fly. It's also that you love the view on the background. It gives you like whoa, I see also some beautiful things here. The mountain slope tricks my eyes or something, I don't know. Maybe the physics of the game accepts the wind is falling down or something, but I don't know, it's for me it's tricky. Okay, so I received the bronze medal. Let's try it one more time, and then I'll put a different man. Let's allow my previous avatar to fly in front. Okay. Let's try to increase speed. Try to catch him a little. Alright, not hit the rock. Avoid it from the I learned it from the last time. Okay, good to go. As you can see, the gates are on top of my screen, but I can increase the camera angle. On drones you can do it while you are flying, but here I need to click a button that I don't. So again, with this hill, I need to fly sideways. Yeah, this is the place where you start learning to fly. Actually, again, it feels to me like the gravity is turned in a different angle, and you need to overcome this. Let's maybe take a little bit distance and prepare for this gate. Yeah, a little bit better. Also, let's do a loop before we enter that one. Okay. Oh, well, anyway, you got the point. Now let's try the third map. This is a good map because there was also a beautiful castle out there, but let's skip it. Let's go to the third map. Let's take this one. Loading. So okay, the first was desert, and there were two forests, a mountain type, industrial city. Alright, let's try to beat some speed here. I'm a newbie, let's say, in this game. When I see professionals, I'm like, wow, that's so amazing. But that's what the simulators are for. This could be like the future of the rally. You don't need fast cars, you have fast drones, because you do actually the same as in auto sports. You try to fastly get through corners and places, and you try to do it as fast as possible and compete with others, and you can also crash. So it's to my opinion, it is something like a modern rally sport. Okay, I didn't beat myself right now, but let's just I'll show you the map, what's around here. I'm disqualified, and let's wait for the timer to finish. Okay, cool. So it has like a desert city with a racetrack, also flying balloons, and those are, I think those are there for a reason, because you can actually try to fly around them, and also they give a nice colorful insight. But also there are really, and this could be the place where you can make some loops. But it gives you some scenic views like this. Imagine you fly through and there's a beautiful mountain. Or like this, you fly and they're like, wow, that looks so beautiful. It's and the colors are really like impressive. It gives you like a, this game gives you like a, not like a real life feeling, but like a, wow, that looks nice. Oh, that looks beautiful. Who knows how real life looks? Real life, if you fly with a drone in real life, you have pixelated images. You won't see all these. You will see them after you take the recordings. Now this was the challenging part. I want to fly through those gates at the end, but fly them, yeah, straight in a line. And then we can do a loop. Let's fly it through one more time. Okay. I wanted to do a loop back to the beginning. It would be like if I fly, and then I pitch up, then backwards, and then I turn the gas down. But I'm nearly halfway only. I will not manage to go through those doors. But anyway, there were also pyramids here. Let's check them out. And by the way, in Egypt, it's not allowed to enter Egypt with a flying drone. Like, drones are not allowed in Egypt. Funny, huh? All the rock details. Huh? I think one of this rock has more detail than the entire Super Mario's game. I was thinking there would be some tunnels inside this mountain, but there are no tunnels, so I was like, that's sad. So anyway, in my overall experience, if I would rank it, I'll give it 9 out of 10. Just because it's nice to play and gives you some real life feeling, I mean like quality, and it gives you some basical drone flying skills, which by the way anyway will be really determined by your own drone compared to the simulator drone. So you will never have a perfect solution. You can always get it more closer and more closer and more closer. And then yeah, so my rookie newbie FPV drone skills will give this game, it's a 9 out of 10 or 5 out of 5. Why are we flying so slow? Let's increase the angle. 31. The more angle you have, the more speed you can get. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more videos, just you know what to do. Subscribe, press the like button. If you have specific wheels that you want to see from Avata or drone flights or other simulators, I can make those videos, that's no problem. Let's do a quick run. How can we flip this one? Let's reduce to 26. We had a game, we have a race to finish. Completely forgot about that one. start. Oops. This will be my longest lap. It's already 6 minutes. Let's do a loop here. Oops. $500 crashed already. But in the simulator, you just keep on flying, doesn't matter. Nothing's damaged. Actually, only one time. I know, I crashed a couple of times, but flying fast, I only crashed avata once. And nothing happened. Just kept on flying. It's same like here. Oops, I missed. These buildings all have open doors and windows that you can fly through. I remember games in my childhood when we were younger. There were no games that you can enter a building. There basically were just texture doors, and that's it. You cannot enter any buildings just because of the I believe of the graphics or the computer power or anything. Here you can fly a drone through window, in and out, no problem. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Be safe.